an accurate thrower, doesn't have a huge arm, moves okay, and when he's got to make big throws in the red zone, he's pretty damn good at it. That's my take. Yours?
Yeah, I think so.
So in a live game, you saw him play the way he played and still question if he can do the same thing when he has the actual starters at his disposal. We saw it show up. The fact that he's not getting first team reps with the ones or the twos and still went out there and looked the way he did.
Shedeur Sanders is once again being held back as reports keep spreading that Kevin Stefanski still isn't convinced to give Shedeur the edge over Dillon Gabriel. And with this revelation, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back, completely ripping apart Stefanski's stance. Skip immediately called him out, saying, "You've already seen what Shedeur can do when he plays for the Browns in real games, yet you're still doubting if he should get the starter spot." Meanwhile, Shannon Sharpe went after Stefanski's logic, asking, "If you're questioning Shedeur Sanders against Kenny Pickett, then how can you be so sure Pickett will actually play better?"
My thing is, he says no reasonable person thinks Sanders will be fully ready to lead a team and consistently attack a complicated NFL defense 3 weeks from now. What about Dillon Gabriel? Has he shown you enough?
Rumors are spreading that the Browns believe Shedeur Sanders can't lead the team against a tough, complicated defense. But let's be honest, this has nothing to do with football. It's about the racism and bias still aimed at Shedeur, and that's exactly why the Browns are pushing this narrative. Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back, going all in by asking, "How do the Browns even know Dillon Gabriel can do what they're claiming?" The truth is, Dillon Gabriel's performances in training have been unimpressive at best. Yet the Browns keep hating on Shedeur, refusing to give him the chance he's earned. Gabriel was handed every opportunity to shine, especially when Shedeur sat out during training sessions. And what did he do with that golden chance? He only completed 11 out of 22 reps, a flat 50% completion rate when everyone was watching. No pressure from Shedeur. No excuses. Just him in the spotlight, and he couldn't get it done. Now tell me, how can anyone honestly argue this is the guy to lead a team? How do you put your trust in someone with that kind of inconsistency when Shedeur Sanders is right there, healthy, locked in, and delivering on every single snap? And if you think this was just one bad day for Dillon Gabriel, think again. This isn't an off day, this is his usual performance. Look back at day 8 of camp, easily his worst showing yet. Out of 14 reps, he completed only 3 passes. But here's the kicker, he missed the mark on 11 throws, and not just barely. These were way off target. That's not rust. That's not nerves. That's a pattern. From the very first snap, the defense had Dillon Gabriel figured out. They read him like an open playbook, and he had no answers. The rhythm, the awareness, the precision, it just wasn't there. And as he kept spiraling, the difference between him and Shedeur Sanders became painfully obvious. More and more major football voices are saying Dillon Gabriel will never be the starting QB for the Browns. He simply doesn't have the tools to lead a team at this level. Yet somehow, the Browns' decision-makers keep pushing him as their future starter, and that raises some serious red flags. It's baffling to see this kind of call being made, especially when so many experts are saying the opposite. So let's break down exactly what senior sports journalists have to say about Dillon Gabriel's ability, or lack of it, to lead this team moving forward.
I can't imagine there's many people that think Dillon Gabriel's a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't care where they were drafted. And if the Browns are the one team that thinks that, then I'm going to suspect it's not true. They don't know what they're doing.
I've been on every quarterback evaluation for 30 years.
Right.
I never root against anybody.
Yeah.
But I'd be surprised if Dillon Gabriel's ever a legitimate starting quarterback for the Cleveland.
Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back, going straight at Browns coach Kevin Stefanski. He accused Stefanski of pushing an anti-Shedeur Sanders agenda over something Shedeur can't control. Yet Stefanski has never once acknowledged what Shedeur actually brings to the field. In Sharpe's words, this entire situation comes down to one thing, a head coach's personal bias. He also hinted that pressure from higher up in the Browns organization could be influencing Stefanski's decisions, clouding his judgment when it comes to giving Shedeur the shot he's earned. And Shannon Sharpe is right. In his press conference, Kevin Stefanski focused only on what needs to improve, instead of giving Shedeur Sanders any real praise. The spotlight was placed entirely on the negatives, while Shedeur's potential was flat out ignored. So, let's take a moment and hear exactly what Stefanski had to say.
But I thought the guys did a really nice job of Shedeur and operating, the guys making plays, so again, a ton to teach off of.
Skip Bayless blasted Stefanski, saying the whole world knows what Shedeur can do. He's been proving himself since Jackson State. Subscribe for more truth they don't want you to hear.